the Goodrich Castle, just a little ways from the Goodrich village. Would you say it was this way until
1640.
1640?
For the English Civil War, yeah. Then it got attacked with cannons.
Big mortars, and that's what did the place end.
Yeah. But the central tower, that's a Norman keep, which was built just after 1066 by William the Conqueror's people, the Normans, and then they extended around the outside of it after 1066 till around about 1200, I think. That's when all the rest of it was made. But we'll find out more when we go inside.
Okay. So this was a dry mow.
Yeah, a dry mow.
You just had to get across it with them raining arrows and throwing rocks at it.
That's 12th century, that's the oldest part here, and then all the rest that you see was added on by the De Valence family slightly later on. As I say, they were big home improvers. It was all about status and sort of the most up-to-date things they could put here so that people would be impressed by their status. So, you're a Welsh army, you're attacking, you've made it over this drawbridge, you've got sand raining down on you, you've got arrows coming on either side, you've got another set of gates, 2 portcullises, you've not got much chance. So you can see why this castle was never really successfully attacked. The moat was used for military practice really, so for drilling pikemen, exercising horses, jousting practice, all of those kind of things, so the noise of that would have been going on regularly too, so a very loud, noisy place to be, I would imagine. If I take you over to the East Range over here, this is where most of the servants and the sort of day-to-day people of the castle live. Everybody would have got up as the day broke, first thing, ready for a full day's work. To put it into perspective, the constable of the castle, he was a guy who dealt with all the administration, local justice, those kind of things. We have records that suggest that he did sort of 17-hour days, so we are talking people that work exceptionally hard and live in quite difficult circumstances. The De Valences would have entered through a stairway in the centre there. There would have been a raised platform at that end where they would have sat at the top table with all their important guests. If you were a very important knight, you would have sat at this end of the big long tables. If you were less important, you would have sat down this end and you would have got your meal last, so it would have been cold by the time everybody else had been served down the room. So it was all to do with kind of hierarchy and where you fitted in that hierarchy as to the service that you got. Meals for high status people would have taken sort of 2 to 3 hours. They would have had musicians in a gallery, they would have had jesters, full with riddles and jokes, acrobats have been recorded, all sorts of different entertainment went on, so it was a real social occasion. It wasn't just a practical eating that went on, whereas for the servants that would have been a quickly get it down here before you have to go off to your next job. They had storerooms down here, which you can have a look at later, so the buttery and the pantry were down here. Buttery, interestingly, comes from the word for bottle, not for butter, and it's where we get our modern day word butler from, and that's where the wine and the ale would have been stored. So butlers were in charge of the alcohol, basically, and that would all have been down there.
So this is the first drawbridge.
Yeah.
So they come down the road.
They don't want you in, they pull that up.
They pulled that drawbridge up.
And then you've got a 15, 16 foot wall there.
Okay, yeah, a wall on top of that has been knocked down. So with archers and everything standing around that, guards.
Yeah.
So first you got to get past point A.
Yeah.
To get to point B.
She gets another drawbridge.
Fight off all these guys to get to, well, to that drawbridge. And then once inside, you had to get through all the gates, and that, with everybody raining arrows and everything down on you. The wall's about 6 foot thick. There's the bridge over the Y.
Yeah.
And just out the back would be the stables. And of course, to defend from this position, they had arrow slots, but it basically would have been just a big wall with no entryway, right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. There's no walls.
It had been something like that.
Yeah. Right, so we leave Goodrich Castle behind us, which is a nice quaint family castle. Now we're moving up to North Wales and we're going to look at some real big royal castles. That's going to be Carnarvon and Conway. So they were built by the Normans in around about 1150 to 1250. So we're driving up through the border regions between England and Wales, and just coming into Ross on Wye. On Wye, of course, because it's right on the River Wye, and it was originally here because of a crossing point. So, luckily at the moment it's got a bit of sunshine for September, although rain is forecast.
And this is Ross on Wye, the River Wye.
Is it? We'll be turning left to Hereford.
You can see why I'm not driving.
Just coming up there, you can see the old marketplace, which has been there for hundreds of years.
So they have open markets here?
Yeah.
Mostly on what, the weekends or something?
Yeah, weekends or maybe on a Wednesday, something like that. Again, they got...
There was a wall, defensive wall for something. Was that the town wall?
Oh yeah, it would have had been walled to protect it from the Welsh.
So this is coming into Ludlow,
Yeah.
the medieval town. So this is the castle square, and the castle's in the background. See the one tower there. Oh, does this smell good? Feathers Motel, or Hotel. Might be kind of drafty. There's the Ludlow Castle. See if we can get a little better view of it. So this is the village of Fellinhelly.
Yeah. And
This is where we have our Airbnb.
Yeah.
And some marina that we're trying to find.
Yes.
Of course, there's a clock tower.
So turn right towards the drawbridge, which is opposite the Landmarine Marina restaurant.
It's going to be right here. There's the drawbridge.
Drawbridge.
Okay.
Immediately before the drawbridge, turn right along a narrow lane.
There we go.
This lane passes a boat shop as well as the Swallows Cafe.
Marine office.
There's a something cafe.
Swallows Cafe. Continue along the lane for approximately 20 metres and you'll see number 17.
There's number 20. Number
Park on
19.
On the end.
18.
17. Okay, Sheila, here's our Airbnb number 17 here. So the whole village of Carnarvon inside the walls. That's the castle walls. And this is more typical of English weather.
That's more like it, yeah.
Last week it was all sunshine. We're back to the rain. At least it's warm.
Yes. That's not typical either, the warm. So that's no big
So still good. Still all good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, check out all the umbrellas. And the dragon, the white on top of the dragon flag stands for the sky, the green stands for the grass, and the dragon stands for
The dragon.
the dragon.
If you don't get a blue sky in Wales.
Okay, and here's the castle. So came in through the walled gates.
King's Gate is... Right, so that's the King's Gate where we came in. Right. It's the twin-towered gatehouse of immense defensive strength. It protected the castle with a drawbridge, 5 doors, 6 portcullises and many murder holes.
And here's the view from the defensive tower, one of the taller ones.
The castle guards the entrance to this navigable river, which was a trade route.
Into the heartland.
Into the more of the inner Wales. Hard bit now to navigate our way back down.
Back down those winding narrow stairs. Okay, be careful. And our lunch at Carnarvon at the local pub is, of course, fish and chips. Pretty tasty. Okay, here's this train station and the longest place name in Europe, single word in Europe. Yeah. We'll get the definition of that, or the interpretation of that, here in just a second. You want to give it a shot here?
Well, I can do the start and the end. It's Lanfair Pugwyn. Lanticilio Gogogo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it.
Forget the middle bit.
Yeah. Landveer, Pool, Gun, Gil, Goger, U, Queer, and Drabul, Lanus, Igloo, Go, Gak. Yeah. I'm sure I nailed that one. How'd you like to write that on a postcard?
Because the 2 L's is Cla.
Cla? Oh, the 2 L's are Cla.
Clan.
That's Clan. Veer. Block.
Gwingil, Gogir, Ukraine, Drobble.
Well, it's not Gil if 2 L's are C. Okay, the Church of Mary in the hollow of the White Hazel near the Fierce Whirlpool, and the Church of to Cilio by the Red Cave. Got it. What do you think? Did I nail it? Good? Are you Welsh? How do you pronounce that?
No, I'm not Welsh, but it's Llandau, Gwyndra's, Gorgesgairus, Gwyndragwydd, Santilio, Gogagog.
Oh wait, do that one more time on film for me.
Llandau, Gwyndra's, Gorgesgairus, Gwyndragwydd, Santilio, Gogagog.
You're amazing. You write that on a letter every now and then, or how do you?
No, I was evacuated in Wales when the war was on, and I learned quite a lot of Welsh. I happened to learn that.
The Menai Bridge. But this is an old timer. Got the iron that's holding this together.
Yeah, it's a bit like the Clifton suspension bridge
Right.
construction. And there's the one we went over.
That's the Britannia Bridge that we thought was the Menai Bridge.
Yeah. And that was stopped.
And this is the Menai Strait
This is the Menai Straits.
that goes out to the sea.
Yeah.
And then you go back.
Both ways, yeah.
And then you go back to
Carnarvon that way.
Carnarvon Castle, and that protects the river that goes into Wales.
Yeah.
All right. It's kind of a narrow. Not kind of, it's a narrow passageway.
And let's just go left for a minute. Town Ditch Road.
City Wall, it looks like they're restoring it.
Doing a bit of something, or stopping it falling down, yeah.
Well,
You film this.
you need the defenses.
You got your camera there?
Yes.
Ah, right, okay. And then we got the Conway Elves.
The elves. The old village that was in the walls.
Yeah. This is inside the city walls there.
And so this is very similar to Carnarvon.
Yeah, same sort of design.
Actually, it was the same guy that built it, wasn't it?
I,
And they say he
I
built
don't
like
know.
4 of them.
I don't know. There's a sweet shop. Bakery.
Look at that, fish and chips.
Yeah.
Tea room. Castle.
Alright, so this is interesting.
They would have had a drawbridge going between these two guys. That's the entryway. This is where we're standing now, right here. So they would have had a drawbridge going across to that other member. Then steps coming up. Okay. And once you got through that,
Then you got an inner gate.
then you still have to get through the gate. With all these guys shooting down on you.
Oh, yeah.
You're in the cellar of the below the Great Hall.
I'm in the cellar. Would this be the buttery?
Below the Great Hall.
Below the Great Hall. So the Great Hall would have been on the floor that you're on.
So that's where I am, it's the Great Hall.
This was the King's Hall with a high ceiling. There's a.
Big fireplace.
And this was the King's Chamber. Big fireplace against that wall. I think this is still the original glass. Take some time to admire the stained glass in Edward I ornately decorated chapel.
Group of people on the side of a little red door, gathering.
Right, that's the smallest house. Okay. So we go from the castle to the smallest house. That's a long way down. Smallest house.
Okay, do you want to go on it? Okay.
That's the red place.
Yeah, he's here.
Okay. All three of us going to fit?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It was built in the 16th century and lived in for 350 years. The house is over 450 years. You have these houses here, started building more houses along to the wall, all space used up. This was put to fill in the gap. No facilities, no bathroom or kitchen. There was a couple of loos by the pub, and food was one pot of meals, little cupboard on the fire. Everything came by water, by boat, and that was until early 1900s when the railway lines came. Living conditions got better. The owner was told people couldn't live over here anymore.
It was then opened to the public and has gained a place in the Guinness Book of Records. Looking around, one can see how compact everything is. The seat of the settle against the wall. When the house was lived in, there were no railings upstairs, and the trapdoor was lowered to make a complete floor in the bedroom.
Snowdonia National Park
Yeah.
Yes.
and Mount Snowdon's up in the clouds there somewhere. So this is the highest point in Wales.
Yeah. We're parked here on the road.
Okay.
Behind us is that peak at 1,001 feet.
It's behind us, this side.
Light of Floir,
Okay.
which is behind us. And Snowdon is that's about 2 miles at the peak. It's 2 miles that
So it's got to be that one, yeah.
way.
Coming into Chester,
Yeah.
which according to Mike was an old Roman stronghold.
Yes.
And then the merchant class moved in here, or the woolen people.
That was in the 19th century, yeah. During the Industrial Revolution. All the factories owners that were created. So there still remains the Roman roll around the original old city.
So this reddish
Yeah.
color, that's the old Roman wall. Okay,
That's
that's
the old-
probably an original part.
That's the original part.
The rest of it's been tended,
Yeah.
the gate. Some of the Tudor style, I guess that's a Tudor.
Yeah.
And the village of Whitchurch in the county of Shropshire. St. Alkmund's Parish Church, Whitchurch. Come here and do some explaining, Mike. This is the church.
Church at Clearwell, which is about 5 miles from where we live.
That's the village of Clearwell right there. Just a
Yeah.
small little village.
That's correct. And if you swing round to the left, you can see the gatehouse to Clearwell Castle. But that's a private residence now.
So somebody bought this and made it into a private residence.
Yeah.
Huh.
As you see, it's
Cool.
quite an attractive looking church.
Yes, and it's an attractive looking little town. We don't have any idea on the dates of the church, do we?
French Gothic revival, and it opened its doors in 1866.
Oh, it's just a mere youngster. Beautiful. Okay, the last night we're going to try the New Inn pub. Or the New Inn, I guess. Inn.
Yeah.
But it's a pub.
Yeah.
Nope. And it's a spit and sawdust pub? Is that what?
Sort of, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, welcome to the New Inn.
Welcome to the New Inn. Thanks, goodbye, and have a safe trip back to your mom's place.
And you enjoy your cruise?
All right, thank you.
Have a nice cruise.
And see you in May.
Okay,
Safe flight to Barcelona.
good deal.